So with you specifically, like we got to week 8 at probably even maybe a little ahead of where I anticipated you to get by week 12. So one of the reasons why that 4-day to 5-day model shifted 4 weeks in your versus what you were anticipating from what we talked about before you started is because you've made really, really good progress. And it was like,
names.
Yeah, exactly. And the way I look at that is, for one, it's like you do want to be mindful of getting ahead of yourself in terms of like you're trying to line up to peak at a specific date. So like if we had a situation where like I'm programming in a way that's aggressive enough that all of a sudden you're peaking in August, and then we're in this weird situation where like we kind of want to just kind of hold that fitness versus like build up to it. That can be, depending on the person, the situation, that's not always ideal. I think for someone who's new though, it gives us more options. So if we're checking things off the list of what you want early, it just gives us more time to play around with other inputs or lean into certain inputs that are still going to be important, or adding more of them can add value. We just maybe don't have time for them if you hit like the standard protocol or our predetermined protocol. So getting ahead at this point, I think, is a really good thing, because what it does is it allows us to kind of reserve more time and space to do things that we wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. So it opens up a new category of things we can do that will help you get to the finish line quicker at Javelina. And and it also is just a nice buffer too, because it's like, what if you get a little dinged up somewhere along the way and need to take a little time off or do some cross training or something like that.
There's definitely those things where my body is like...
Yeah, there's stuff that happens.